Hello, my name's Ashleigh Bryant. I am a legal assistant in the Tax and Estate Planning Department, and today I'm going to be answering the question, do you have to sell the family home to pay for your care fees? The quick answer to this question is no, although we would always recommend that you obtain professional legal advice when this situation is looming. Everyone should know the basic principles. This is because you may have already put yourself in a difficult or complex situation with your local authority before you realise that you need a solicitor. One thing you need to consider is property disregards. These are very important and knowledge of this is not widely publicised. If a person who owns a property needs residential care, there are circumstances in which their home does not need to be sold and should not be sold to fund their care. These include where a spouse or civil partner lives in the property, if a relative who is aged 60 or over, a child who is under the age of 18, or someone who has lost capacity and they live in the property. The next point to talk about is 12-week property disregards. Anyone who moves into permanent residential care will have a 12-week property disregard. This means that regardless of a person's financial situation, a local authority must disregard the value of this property for the first 12 weeks after they move into residential care. This disregard allows people to have time to sort out the affairs of the person moving into care and also allows the appropriate assessments, which are carried out by the local authority, to take place. The next point to consider is deprivation of assets. Deprivation of assets in simple terms means depriving yourself of assets with the sole intention of reducing your contribution to your care. Many people who believe or know that they will need full-time residential care in the future consider transferring ownership of their property to their children. This seems instantly attractive because usually the family home is the main asset and the family want to preserve this asset for their beneficiaries. If a local authority suspects that deprivation has taken place, they may assess that person as still owning those assets and potentially still include them within a financial assessment. And in some cases, assets can still be reclaimed. To clarify, you do not need to always sell the family home to pay for care fees, but each case needs to be carefully considered and you should always obtain professional legal advice. Thank you for listening. If you have any further questions regarding care funding, my contact details can be found on the Paris Smith website.